Welcome to Grounded Spirits Podcast, a place for gardeners and dreamers to self-actualize. I'm your host, Laura Lynn, and today I'm just kind of showing you what I'm doing for my whole week, really. So come along. If you're listening to this, it's definitely still a podcast. I'm still gonna be dropping the knowledge, still gonna be dropping like all the different connections that make us grounded spirits. But if you're watching this, I'm gonna be showing you along everything that I do this week. I'm here at the Temple City Library where I just did an interview for Ela Radio, so go check that out. And then look what I found. They're having a whole little farmer's market. I don't know. Oh, it's like a concert in the park, so let me show you. I ended up buying 2 earrings. Well, I really think that being a grounded spirit is about community and is about bringing people together and connecting. Look at us in this park connecting with nature and with each other. Today is the full moon, which means that I ended my tea break and it was incredible. I am so happy that I decided to take a short break because it was able to hit me 10 times harder, especially because the full moon was in Capricorn. I have Capricorn in the 12th house. So it was really all about learning how to relax and how to rest, which is so hard for me to do because I feel like I'm always go, doing. And I really needed this. So shout out to my husband for making me realize that I do need to relax, that I can't be working 24/7 like I want to. And so I took myself on this little date to go painting. And I'm literally painting on a cardboard box from Amazon and these paints that I got at Ross. So you can still allow yourself to be free and to reconnect with your soul, and it doesn't have to be expensive. I feel like that's the whole point about that. But what I was saying about Capricorn, wherever it is that you have Capricorn on your chart, that is where you need to learn how to relax and how to get back into yourself. So I'm here at Monrovia Public Library at this little park that they have here. Next time that you're at a park, I would encourage you to get the little leaves in between the grass and make a mandala. Here's how mine turned out. It's not that great, but it's alright. And now for the coolest part ever, look at this sign. It says, "You are exactly where you need to be." And I saw it at a CBD shop, and then I went to get my hair cut, and the exact same sign was there. How is that even possible? And then at the hair salon, I have these little mushroom things that I got at the Dollar Tree, and I had just put them away this morning, and then look, it's right here at the salon. Oh my gosh, it just felt like destiny. I just want to invite you to touch these little baby ones. They're so cute. Even this one who's big, you can still see it has the little fuzzies. Came to join my little bee friend. I'm here at one of my favorite places in LA. It's called Philosophical Research Society, and we're gonna do some Indian singing. I don't know, I was gonna say Hindu, but I'm I don't know if it's Hindu. It's this very spiritual, healing kind of singing, and so I've done it once before, and I'm so excited to do it again. So here are the lyrics of the songs that we sang. It was absolutely incredible, like 10 out of 10. The vibes were immaculate. I feel like we all connected on like a higher plane. Yeah, like you have to check it out. It's led by Pooja, and so I'll link all of their stuff below, so you could check it out. They do like online things too, so go check that out. And then also come to PRS. It's open 12 to 6 on Thursdays and Fridays, and you can see all of these cool artifacts. Like that's an actual piece of hieroglyphics from Egypt, and they were all collected by Manly P. Hall himself over all his life. You know, like he traveled all over the world, and there's stuff from China, from Egypt, obviously, Japan, and this is all held in the library. So of course there's going to be books, but I didn't realize there was going to be like actual magic books. So I definitely want to come back and read them all. Actually, I want to read like every single book that's in this place. I'm trying to hit the core domains of connection, and so I'll have the full list on the website. There's 16 of them. Number 6 is others, and who better to start connecting with than with family. And so on Sunday we got to go on a yacht, a little cruise around Balboa Island. This is my husband's family. It was just so much fun to have everybody on board and just hanging out, having a good time. Talk about like a dream come true, you know, like what better place to connect than on the water. Water isn't everything. Water is what brings us together and something that every organism needs. So to be on the water, connecting, having fun, and really just being together was just an amazing experience. Throughout these clips, you'll see me drinking, and I have mentioned in other episodes that I do drink. And even though this is a wellness podcast, I think that everything is good in moderation. I feel like alcohol has such a bad rap because it makes you too watery, whether you lack boundaries or you do this, you do that. But used appropriately, it allows the barriers to come down and it allows for deeper connection. But please do drink responsibly. I am not advocating that you have to ingest anything in order to connect. I'm just saying it's fun to have fun and to connect with others, with family, and how lovely it was to have it be on the ocean. We also need to connect with the land, and so driving around on Monday, it just made me feel so lucky that I live in LA, that all of this is driving distance for me, and it really made me think about like the previous stewards of the land, and by us taking care of the plants and animals, it's like we're connecting with the natives that used to take care of them. So yeah, just all about connecting. So I made the mistake of going to the Grove over there, and look at all that construction. I was not gonna be a thing to go in. So if you're planning on going to the Holocaust Museum, park at the Pan Pacific Community Center Park and walk on down. If you want more information about the Holocaust Museum, like how to get there and like the price and all that kind of stuff, I'm going to make a whole separate video where I'm going to highlight 3 museums in LA and all of that stuff on Ela Institute. But here we're still talking about connecting, and connecting with others, like we were talking about with family previously. Now it's about connecting with the other, you know, like people who you wouldn't say are my people. We're talking about like the perpetrators who did these horrendous things to people, and really connecting with people who have different mentalities than you, people who have different beliefs than you, people who are just different than you, and really finding yourself within them. That is how we're going to build a peaceful utopian society. It really has to come from within and opening up your heart, being empathetic for the other. And so my main takeaway from this museum is looking at all of these people that you're seeing now on the screen. These people still felt like it was their duty to help, that they knew that they wouldn't be able to go against the system and against society, but these people did what they could to protect the victims. And imagine if every single person in Europe that wasn't a Jew saved one Jew, then the millions that died wouldn't have died. You know what I mean? Like, we can't go against the system, but we can protect each other on a one-to-one basis. And I feel like that's what like the core of this connection is, when you feel so connected to humans, to each other, that you're going to protect each other no matter what the system says, what society says. And that's how we become self-actualized. So, to heal in a broken world, one thing that we can do is take a look at our dreams. Our dreams are our guides. That's what I have here at the back of this book. I talk about this book all the time, but we've never really looked inside. So, that's what I wanted to do now. When trying to connect with dreaming, it's about connecting with that awareness and becoming more aware of your everyday reality. So, if you don't have dreams, that's like the number one thing to do, is like connect with your mind. So I have you like draw a little bit here, and then just writing down anything that comes to mind. That will also help. And then I even have a couple of tips here, that you can check off so that you can see, like, are you listening to yourself? Are you really connecting to yourself, to your subconscious, to your intuition? Like, how can we connect deeper with ourselves so that we can heal in this broken world? Um, like I've been saying this whole episode, it's just about connecting. And so connecting on these different levels, on those core domains of connection, looking at each one of them. And so one of them is dreaming. And I also have like a bunch of tips on what you can do to get you to the next level of dreaming. And then next time we'll talk about selective awareness, and there's actually 7 different levels of dreaming. So I'll just say that really quick, and then we'll talk about the next book. So the first level is no awareness, then selective awareness, then viewership, emotional connection, thought involvement. So this is like when you can start having thoughts within your dream. And like once you achieve that, and that's like when you can start jumping into the lucidity, which is why number 6 is lucid awareness. And actually it's not just like in order. Sometimes you'll jump around, and that's fine too. But it's all to get us over to number 7, lucid dreaming. So that's this book. It's on the website, so go check it out there. And then the other one is Believe. And we've already talked about this book. We finished all of round 1 in previous episodes, so you can go check those out. So today we're starting with round 2. And round 2, it says, dive so deep into yourself, all you find is love. Because at the end of the day, like, we are all just made of love, and we only inflict harm when we're hurt when we're harmed. And yeah, so in here I ask you, who are you now? draw your ideal self. What do you want? This is like where we're talking about like dreaming, you know, like dreaming big, having these big ambitions, and really allowing yourself to express your multidimensionalness. Then I have these 7 different parts of yourself. So, like your personal life, your spiritual life, your emotional life, your professional life, your health, your finances, and your relationships. And so, you're just going to number them 1 to 10 and see like where you're at and where do you want to go. And then I ask a bunch of questions, give you some room to write. And yeah, so that's what we have in this book. So you can go check them out. And that's actually also the end of this episode. So I have one last quote that'll come up right after this. But yeah, just thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.